And it's a busy weekend, 2 games in 3 days. How have preparations been?
Yeah, it's been good. Managed to clear up a couple of the injuries. Still waiting to see where we are with 1 or 2 others, have any reaction to last night's training. But overall, been really pleased with this week.
How tough is it, the 2 games in 3 days, particularly for part-time footballers?
I don't think it's tough. I think they enjoy it. It certainly tests you in terms of trying to plan and prepare for each game. Because at the moment we can't look too far ahead of the Taunton game because it's a massive 3 points tomorrow, first and foremost. And then Sunday we've got to do a lot of work in terms of how we plan for Tonbridge. So though we've had a little look at Tonbridge, we've not really worried too much about them at the moment, but we're certainly worried about them on Sunday and make preparations in terms of where we're going to be going into Monday's game. But first and foremost, we need to be where we are after tomorrow's game in terms of the injuries. What players pick up knocks, what players feel a little bit under the weather and a little bit tired going into Monday's game. And it will be, a test for the squad this weekend again.
And you talk about the injuries being cleared up. What updates have you got on those players who were carrying knocks?
Well, all the players from last week, which was Ches, Monash, Mitchell Weiss and Joy McKenna, all trained last night. Haven't had any news today so far in terms of any backlash in terms of them having any recurrence of their injuries. So that's good news. We should get a report this afternoon from the medical team to see where we are. And hopefully it'll all be for selection for tomorrow. But again, it's with the injuries they've got, being calves and things like that, we've just got to wait and see where we are. But in terms of where we are, we're in a good place. Again, but we won't know till after the game tomorrow what injuries we've picked up from yesterday's game and what players might start to break down again on Sunday in terms of where we are for Monday. And
have you looked at much in terms of what you're expecting from Taunton? Obviously a new side in the league.
Really tough game. They had a fantastic year last year in getting promotion. I've watched a lot of the highlights of their games against Farnborough and Concord, where they lost both games by the odd goal, but caused numerous opportunities for themselves in terms of getting the ball in the opposition box, and it's going to be a tough game. I watched the highlights of the Dartford game last week at home, where any side that beats Dartford this season are going to be a good side. So we know their strengths, we know some weaknesses that we feel we can go and exploit, and we've got to go and do that. We worked hard on that last night, and we've got to go and make sure we can pick up all 3 points on the back of last week's 3 points against Cheshunt.
All right, thank you, Ian.
Thanks, Will.